Chapter 5 Food for Plants and Animals. Learning Spotlight. At the end of this chapter, students will learn about green plants make their own food, insectivorous plants, parasitic plants, food for animals, food chain, food web. We depend on plants and animals for our food. Plants are our basic need as food. But have you ever thought, where do these plants get their food from? Green plants make their own food. Plants make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Thus, plants are called photoautotrophs. Photosynthesis takes place in the green leaves of plants. Thus, leaves are often the food factories of plants. Leaves prepare the food for plants. Leaves of the most plants are green due to the presence of substance called chlorophyll. Leaves prepare food with the help of carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Water is absorbed by the roots from the soil. This water travels through the stem to reach the leaves. Carbon dioxide is taken in form of air by small openings called stomata present on the surface of the leaves. Chlorophyll traps the energy of the sun. The leaves use this energy to convert carbon dioxide and water to sugar. During this process, oxygen is also given out of the leaves through stomata. It is used by animals and human beings for respiration. Carbon dioxide from air plus water from soil, sunlight, chlorophyll, glucose, and oxygen. Fact trivia. Desert plants like cactus make food in their green and fleshy stem. This is because their leaves are reduced to thorns or spines to prevent water loss. This also protects the plants from being eaten by animals. What happens to the food made by plants? Some of the food made by plants is used for their growth and survival. The rest of the food is stored in the form of starch in different parts of the plants like roots, stems, leaves, seeds, or fruits. Wordology. Survival, durability. Think green. We should organic organic fertilizers instead of chemical fertilizers. Organic fertilizers are made from natural materials and are better for environment. Carnivores plants. Some plants grow on such a soil which is very poor in minerals and nutrients. They cannot get their food from that soil. To get these minerals and nutrients, they eat insects. Their structure has been made in such a way that they catch the insects which come in their contact and eat them. These plants produce digestive juice which digest these insects. They have special structures to trap these insects. Pitcher plant has modified leaves which look like pitchers. Bladderworts have small sacs. Venus flytrap has jaw-like leaf trap, and sundew plant has sticky tentacles or hair. Wordology. Tentacles, a flexible, movable to elongated organ. Parasitic plants. Plants which do not have chlorophyll, that is non-green plants, cannot prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Some of these plants derive nutrition from other living plants. Such plants are called parasitic plants. Examples include cuscuta, amarbale, some species of orchids, and rafflesia. Cuscuta is a thread-like plant which bears no leaves. It grows on other plants' hosts and derives nutrition from them. Fact trivia. Fungi, example mushrooms, molds, etc., are the living organisms that feed on dead and decaying matter. They are also known as saprophytes. Food for animals. Animals cannot make their own food and are dependent on plants or other animals for their food. Thus, animals are called consumers or heterotrophs. All animals are not alike and do not eat the same type of food. Based on the types of food eaten, animals can be classified into herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Herbivores. Animals such as cow, goat, deer, horse, etc. are plant eaters. They eat only plants. They are called herbivores. Carnivores. Carnivores are animals which eat the flesh of other animals, example lion, tiger, wolf, fox, eagle, etc. Omnivores. Omnivores are human beings, bears, apes, dogs, and many birds feed on both plants and animals. They are known as omnivores. Wordology: drive, obtain, acquire. There are two more important categories of animals. Scavengers. Scavengers are the animals which obtain their food from the dead and decaying plants and animals' bodies, for example, vulture, hyena, etc. Parasites. These are the animals which live in or on the bodies of other animals and derive their nutrition from them. For example, lice, leeches, bedbugs, and fleas suck blood of human and other animals. Such animals are known as parasites. Food chain. All animals and plants are related to each other for their food needs. Green plants prepare their own food. Non-green and parasitic plants depend on green plants for their food. Insectivorous plants eat insects. In turn, herbivores eat plants and are further eaten by carnivores and omnivores. In this way, the process of eating in nature goes on. The process of who eats whom is called the food chain. If any of the factors of the food chain is removed, the whole process will get disturbed. Suppose if plants are not there, then what would herbivores eat? If they die, what would carnivores eat? And they will also die. So there should be a balance in the whole process. Every food chain begins with green plants because they are the only food producers present on Earth. Rest of all organisms depend on them directly or indirectly for food. Below is a simple food web. Many food chains together form a complete feeding relationship in the form of a web. This is called a food web. Consumers do not depend only on one type of food. They eat variety of foods. For example, a deer may eat plants or grass. A tiger may eat a deer, a goat or a rabbit. One type of food is also eaten by a large number of animals. For example, plants are eaten by cows, deer, goats and buffaloes. This results in the interlinking of various food chains and forms a food web. Balance in nature. We know that all living things depend on one another. It is very important to maintain a balance between plants and animals. An imbalance, if caused, disturbs the whole food chain. It's recall time. Leaves make food by a process called photosynthesis. Plants that trap insects for food are called insectivorous plants. Animals can be classified into different groups on the basis of their food habits: herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, scavengers, and parasites. Carnivores are animals which eat the flesh of other animals. Animals that feed on plants are called herbivores. The flow of energy from the sun to the plants and then to other animals by the process of eating or being eaten is called a food chain. Many food chains are interlinked to form a food web.